Well, nasal drops that provide immediate immunity to COVID for up to 4 hours. That's right. You heard it right. It's an impressive breakthrough, isn't it? And now a world-first human trial of the preventative treatment has just kicked off in Perth.
CEO of Linear Clinical Research, Jayden Rogers, and trial participant Carly O'Neill join us now. Guys, thanks for getting up so early. Jayden, it sounds so exciting, but immunity is only temporary. But the possibilities with this, how does it work?
Yeah, good morning, Carl, and good morning, Ali. This is fascinating science. It's out of Stanford University, a group called Spark Global, and it's actually based on research done here in Australia by Michael Wallich in Sydney. What they've managed to do is take a process whereby they immunise chickens with a protein associated with the coronavirus. The chickens can then produce highly concentrated antibodies in the yolk of their egg, and then that is purified and formulated into nasal drops. These nasal drops are then administered on a daily basis to the inside of the nose, and this is hoped to create a protective barrier so that if that individual is exposed to coronavirus, the antibodies essentially engulf that virus and prevent or hopefully reduce the infection. So it has great appeal to those high-risk populations such as healthcare workers and aged care.
That is incredible. Carly, you're one of the first patients to receive the dose. Why did you decide to take part, and what's it involve?
So I'm a nurse myself, so totally understand what it's like being on the front line, if we can call that here in WA, being as COVID-free as we are. But it was a trial that was running. I thought, why not be a part of something that I can help be for the greater good of the world, I guess. So it was just drops up the nose, super simple, super easy, super safe, was over and done with in a couple of minutes, and I've felt great since.
Wow, that's terrific news. And with Jayden, how long do you think before we actually see results with this? And are you working on something, because I would look at something like these drops that if you were jumping on a plane, say, and travelling somewhere, that it then opens up possibilities regarding travel. Are you working on something to extend the time of the immunity? Why is it 4 hours?
Yeah, this is a really important measure in an overall or overarching fight against coronavirus. So the intent here is to create a product that is readily scalable. The manufacturing process whereby the chickens actually become the factory rather than a complex biomanufacturing facility makes this really broadly accessible, particularly to emerging and developing regions that might not have access to other therapeutics and vaccines. But in the interim, this would be used in high-risk groups such as our doctors and nurses, but also if you're needing to jump on a plane, it's easily administered, and then that creates another barrier alongside all the other measures that we have in place.
Give us the time frame.
The magical question, look, it's really vitally important that we do really comprehensive research. We've got to understand the safety profile and the efficacy of any drug or therapeutic or vaccine that we roll out. So this particular trial will complete before the end of this year. Based on the safety profile, we're very optimistic, so then it's just a matter of time to go into the phase 2 and see if it's effective when they test this in high-risk populations, likely in other jurisdictions, because Australia's got things well under control here. But I hope early into the first half of next year, we might have the data to inform whether this is effective or not.
Fantastic stuff. It's exciting research. Well done, you guys. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much.